Hello guys, welcome to the next section of the course, Integrated Developer Experience of Visual Studio Tools. In this section, we will start by creating the Function app and using Visual Studio 2017. Then we will debug C# Azure Functions host on a local staged environment and on the Microsoft Azure Cloud environment. Post that, we will connect to the Azure Cloud storage from local Visual Studio environment. Lastly, we will deploy the Azure Function app to Azure Cloud. Now we move on to the first video of this section that deals with creating the Function app using Visual Studio 2017. In this video, we will learn how to create an Azure function in your favorite IDE Visual Studio 17. Before proceeding with the procedure, we need to download and install the certain tools and software. First, we will download Visual Studio 2017 Preview version 15.3.0, Preview 2.0, or higher. We can download it from this web link. On clicking the Download Visual Studio link, we can see a few versions in the list, but we will download the community version. The setup will get downloaded and we can move to the folder by right-clicking on it and selecting Show Folder. Let's install the setup of Visual Studio 2017. While installing, under the Workload section, we will choose Azure Development and click on the Install button. The installation will begin and it will take some time. Next, we will download Azure Function tools for Visual Studio 2017 from this URL. Here, we will search for Azure Function tools. From this page, we will select Azure Functions and Web Jobs tools. Click on the Download button to download this tool. Again, this will take some time to download. Now let's open the Visual Studio. Choose File menu and then click on New Project. In the New Project dialog box, from the Installed Templates under Visual C#, select Cloud and then select the Azure Functions template. After that, we will provide the name of the Function app as Function app in Visual Studio. Then we will choose the location to save the data. Lastly, we click on the OK button to create the Function app. We have created the Azure function successfully. Now let's add an HTTPTrigger function that accepts web requests and sends a response to the client. Right-click on the project, click on Add button and select New Item. In the Add New Item window, we will choose Azure Function. Here, we will give the name to the function as HTTPTrigger C# from VS. Lastly, click on Add button. In the new Azure Function dialog box, we need to select the HTTPTrigger function, then provide the required values. We will select Access Write as anonymous and click on OK button to create the new HTTPTrigger function. After we create a new function, a new class will be created, as shown on the screen. Note that we can always use and trigger an Azure service running on the cloud, even when we are developing the Azure functions locally. In this video, we successfully created a new HTTP triggered function app using our favorite IDE Visual Studio 2017.